Hello everybody, this is 198 here, and I am here with a top 30 list, actually. And a lot of people said that, well, at least the ones that reviewed it, or viewed, said that, my top 30 didn't really have any proof of evidence in there. So, what I'm doing here is a remake of this, list. A little bit longer with a bit of commentary and a little bit of opinions and stuff. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get this list started. Disclaimer, I don't know anything in this film other than my commentary. Alright, for my number 10, or number 30, I have Godzilla Raids Again / Gigantus. Don't like this film. Boring, cheesy, not good at all. Number 29 is Ibrahim the Deep. Don't like this film because of the fight. And it's kind of long. Getting into the movie, it's just kind of boring. Not so fun. And Godzilla playing volleyball is just the worst idea ever. Alright, number 28 is Son of Godzilla. This film is alright. It's not the best Godzilla film out there, but it's it gives you a laugh. It'll give you a chuckle here and there. It's not entirely bad, as people say it is, but it's still not my favorite one. Okay, everybody gives this film a very big punishment, but in my opinion, it's not as bad as people say it is. It certainly gives you a laugh. It's very funny and comedic. I mean, Gamera isn't a bad monster. He is actually one of my top 20 monsters in my list right now. And he did put Godzilla up a fight. I mean, he did give Godzilla a hard time, and I consider him one of the top 20 toughest Godzilla enemies. Yeah, I said that, but oh well. Can't stop my opinion. Okay, number 26. This is a bit of a shock, but it's Godzilla 1998, or Zilla, if you prefer. I don't get why people give this a crap, all the time. I mean, everyone craps on this film, and it's annoying. I'm serious. Godzilla fanboys out there, this is a 20-year-old film. Not 20 years old, about a decade-year-old Godzilla film. I mean, come on. Give it a rest already. Just stop. Okay? Just stop. This film already got its punishment, when it was released. This should not have been a big argument, today. Or heck, it shouldn't have even started back in Final Wars. All in all, I just don't think it's a film that deserves this crap. Again, another big shock, but yep, it's this film. I just don't like Mothra as a monster. Mothra didn't really put up a fight, and people say she did, while in reality, she didn't. And this whole thing about her egg being bought, and the fairies giving a crap about it, it's not a good plot at all. The bad guy is lame, and just most of the film was just kind of boring. And the Mothra larvas, I don't like how Godzilla was defeated by two little caterpillar things. I mean, seriously, Godzilla can rip through anything, and he can't rip through his tiny web. That's just stupid. I'm not gonna even try to argue right there. It's a stupid thing. It's really not bad of a film, I gotta admit. Godzilla looks scary in this film, but it's just not one of the best in my opinion. Okay, number 24, we have King Kong vs. Godzilla. It's not a bad film. I'll say that much. It's not a bad film. Pretty cheesy, pretty comedic, but it's just not the fight that I was looking for King Kong vs. Godzilla. I expected like a bigger battle than this. Okay, number 23, we have Destroy All Monsters. Definitely not one of the best Godzilla films out there, in my opinion at least. The ending fight is really good. I would give it that much. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably put this lower on the list. Okay, number 22, I believe. We have Godzilla vs. Megalon. Pretty good film. Pretty boring and kind of cheesy at the start, but when it gets to the fighting, I kind of like it. Jaguar is not the best monster in the world, but Megalon and Gigan make for a very good team. Number 21, we have Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Not a bad film. It's pretty horrific. I just think it could have been better, just in my opinion. Okay, number 20, we have Godzilla vs. Mothra. Certainly not one of the best. If Metro wasn't in it, this probably would have been one of the worst Godzilla films around. Number 19, we have Godzilla vs. Biollante. Definitely not one of the better Godzilla films. It was pretty good. Biollante is a pretty cool monster, and the action scenes were alright, and the fight scene was pretty good. Number 18, we have Return of Godzilla. What can I say? It's a remake of Godzilla 1954, just modernized, and it has a load of destruction in it. Pretty good film. Number 17, we have Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. I definitely underestimated this film when I first watched it. Mechagodzilla is a pretty tough monster, and it's a pretty good film. I actually like it. It's not too bad of a film, or a Godzilla film for that matter. Okay, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but it's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the first one. It's not too bad of a film. I like it a lot, actually, but it's just that the fact that it's just too cheesy for me. King Caesar just, I don't know about it. Overall, it's just a good film. Alright, number 15, we have Godzilla 2000. This film is actually not too bad for a refresher of 1998, but Orga is pretty cool. Final fight between those two is pretty good. Alright, number 14, we have Godzilla vs. Gigan. I like this film a lot, considering that Gigan is a pretty cool monster. The fight is really good with Godzilla and Anguirus versus Gigan and King Ghidorah. Really good film. Good show of cheesiness. Alright, number 13, we have Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 1993. I like this film a lot. Mechagodzilla 2 is definitely one of the cooler monsters on this monster roster, but yeah, it's pretty good. Loved Rodan in addition with this film. Pretty good film. What can I say? It has my favorite Mechagodzilla in it. It's very enjoyable to watch. And it's a pretty good film, just in general, because of how much tension is in this movie. Also, it's the only film with Godzilla and Mechagodzilla only. Alright, at number 11, we have GMK. Just wow. It's crazy in action. It's like one of the best Godzilla films in terms of action. It might even have some of the better effects of any Godzilla film right now. Number 10 is Invasion of the Astro Monster. I love this film. It's very good. And it has it's in my opinion, one of the cheesiest Godzilla films, and that's why I like it. It's so good. Okay, number 9, we have Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. It is a very, very action-packed Godzilla film. It is pretty bad, just one of the best. Alright, number 8, we have Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Wow. Just wow. Introduce King Ghidorah, have one of the best Godzilla films ever, and one of the best brawls ever. What can I say? It is one of the best Godzilla films out there. It has some of the best action, best explosions, and probably one of the toughest monsters in Godzilla history, Titanosaurs. It is so much fun for me. I love it so much. It is one of the best. Number 6, Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Probably my favorite Mechagodzilla film out there. And it's so action packed. It's so much fun. It's so good. It probably has one of the best fight scenes in any Godzilla film ever. Alright, at number 5 we have Godzilla 2014, the new one. Holy just wow. Wow. This one saved the franchise for me. It is one of the best Godzilla films ever. Mutos are so much fun. Just the characters are so much fun. The movie's fun. Alright, at number 4, Godzilla Final Wars. Oh man. 2 words. Action packed. Just those 2 words. Action packed. Alright, at number 3, the original Godzilla. Nothing needs to be spoken. First film, one of the best. Alright, number 2. Okay, so I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. This film was actually one of the first Godzilla films I've ever seen. It is probably, or was at the time, the best Godzilla film I've seen yet. Destroyer is awesome. Godzilla is awesome. The characters are awesome. Oh man, Destroyer is so great. Godzilla is great. What can be said about this film? It's one of the best, and it surpasses the first one. Number 1, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. You guys should have seen this coming. Godzilla against his arch enemy one-on-one. Best movie ever in the Godzilla series. It is, without a doubt, one of the best Godzilla films around, and I would say the best Godzilla, or no, kaiju film around. And it even surpasses the first Godzilla film and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Definitely the best, has the best monsters in my opinion. It's just so spectacular and so good. The best Godzilla film. What's your favorite top list? Leave a comment down below, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.